Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Yeah, hello. It is a Wednesday KVJ After the Show Podcast. A lot of commentary about Virginian pandas. A little scuffle this morning on the show about Rocco.
Dust up.
That's weird. I did not read anything on the chat room or on the text thread.
I didn't read anything.
Oh, I read it all. I read it all, Virginia.
I'm not reading nothing.
You son of a bitch, you started a KVJ civil war.
If you missed a regular show, you had a parent-teacher conference about Rocco and the fact that he doesn't seem to be paying attention. He's staring up at the sky. He's not getting his work done. He's not really playing with the other kids. He'll talk to the teachers. He just seems like he's not really plugged in. And you're looking at different strategies. You're more from the hard edge, Virginia. I think the child needs punished. Your husband, Panda, is the softer velvet glove of let's give him love and support. He'll be all okay. Everything's going to work itself out fine. He's a smart, intelligent boy that just isn't plugged in with the education he has at the moment, but it'll all find itself in the end. So there's different approaches, and I think that's very normal. I will tell you that my wife and I don't know that we agree a lot when it comes to handling our children and things.
Really?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes score. When you guys do agree, you guys are shooting like at 70%?
Maybe it's a 60 to 70%. Probably a agreement on that. Yeah,
That 30 to 40, that's a lot though.
Yeah, it is, and it's a lot more. You know, I came from very strict parents, and I try to balance that out. So it's tough for me, and I got to keep that in mind. But I do. A lot of times it's thinking, okay, we need to hold a little bit more consequence there. My wife is, she's just one of those people. She wants to be there, a little bit helicopter mom. I think she wants her kids to really kind of need her and want her. And she likes
I understand that.
Yeah,
I get
absolutely. It's her own, and I don't interfere with that. You know, she's a mom, and she's allowed to do that. Mine, I am more of like, I'm going to kick you out of the nest and go figure it out, kid.
Man, damn, Dad's a dick.
I believe in struggling. I'm a believer in that. I struggled myself. I think it was some of the best. The school of hard knocks is a way to go, and so we definitely differ on those.
I know I don't have
approaches.
I know I don't have kids, but I like both worlds. I think you can be loving, but I also think you can be.
I agree.
You got to discipline your kids. You have to. If not, they're gonna fucking run all over you.
I feel like I have adjusted from where my parents were being super strict, and I feel like I am. I'm not a yeller.
No.
I don't like that. I don't like coming down on you. I'm a very matter of fact type of person, but I am one of those people where, like I do, like I've said, I feel like my wife throws them a rope and really kind of. Enables them to a point where they will struggle later on when it comes to their own devices to figure their way in life because they've never had to.
Well, I think people get it twisted when they hear the word discipline. They automatically think that means yelling and getting all in the kid's face. And you don't have to be a dicky disciplinarian person. You can still discipline someone and be cool and loving and calm and even fun.
There's another way to say it. To me, I would liken it more as training.
Right.
To me, that's what it is.
It's training.
Yeah, you have to be out there and going through this. There's no better teacher than experience. And so that's why I believe in failure, because you learn things, and your most valuable lessons are ones that you got to go through. I believe in that element of struggle to teach us our best lessons. It is actually a blessing to struggle and to go through hard times in life. We don't a lot of times see that, especially when we're going through it, but it's a gift. And I think my wife, she believes that I don't want to ever see my children struggle for anything.
I mean, that's basically what World Record Wednesday is about.
Yeah, the struggle. Yeah.
Getting just fucking through the grind,
We're
Virginia.
trying to have a serious conversation.
I know. I'm trying to keep some levity to the serious. Again, balance, Virginia.
World Record Wednesday. Nobody cares about that.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I know.
Jeff's got a couple good lines here. No struggle, no strength, no pressure, no diamonds. I agree with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in.
Oh, I think Jeff is the ab guy that wants to challenge me in the 8-mile run.
Oh, okay.
That's who. He's the ab fucker.
If you enable your kids and you never train them to be self-sufficient and strong because you always save them, you raising a pussy, first of all. And what happens when you're dead and gone?
Right. Yeah, and
They can't do it.
I even asked my wife that, and I said, well, let's say something happens to you and I. What is going to happen with these kids? She's like, well, I'm just not going to die. I'm like, okay, well.
All right, well.
At that point, you're just like, all right.
I can't argue with her.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, all right. Then she's a vampira, and she's going to continue to live. I know I'm going to die. Probably soon.
Because I'm so stressed about her enabling the children.
Yes.
I love this comment in the chat room from New Balance BSB. Have 3 college kids. We believe in a little fear, a little discipline, guidance, and unconditional love. It's worked.
Absolutely.
I think that, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that I align with that parental strategy.
You just
and
don't
theory.
want. You don't want to be too. You just don't want to be a dick where your kids don't have fun either. You don't want your
Right.
kids to be afraid of you.
And your kids should have fun when they're following the rules.
And what I mean, don't be afraid of you. I'm saying they shouldn't be afraid to come up and ask you a question. They should be afraid of you when they get out of line.
Right.
But they shouldn't be afraid to have a relationship and be open and honest with you. I think you can have that and still discipline them. No?
Well, I think every different situation requires a different pitch.
Tactic.
Sure.
Tactic.
You're right.
It
You're
just
right.
depends upon what is happening at that moment, which one you decide to use and all that. But I think that you should have some different looks. So, and to me, I'm not really about my kids being afraid of me. I'm more about them saying, hey, look, be afraid of the consequences of your decisions. So, look, I don't control a lot of things in life. It's about what life is going to do, and I'm going to try to help you make good decisions so you have good outcomes. That's basically what it is.
But you always have good outcomes if mama or daddy swoops in and saves everything every time and there's no consequences.
Yeah, that can be it. Yeah, I mean, I just, over the weekend, I had heard some stuff about, you make your decisions and then your decisions make you. There's 35,000 decisions we make every single day, and 27 of them have significance to the future of your life. So that's what I tell my kids. In fact, I sent all of them that. I said, look, life is full of decisions, and you're going to be making these. So it is going to be up to you. So I'm going to give you the guidebook on how to make good decisions, and you are going to control your own path in life. So it's not about being afraid of me. It's about you just want the best outcomes for you in your life.
I remember when I worked at Bucky Denton Baseball School, the guy who owned it, Larry Hoskins, he would always do this big speech at the end, to all the parents and to the kids, and he'd have them all sitting there. And he would really kind of give it to the parents a little bit about don't baby your kids, don't do all that. And he would always say this one thing that always stayed with me, because it takes a split second to change the rest of your life from the decisions you make. And it's really great advice.
Yeah,
It
he's
is.
a solid dude, too.
He's a solid, great
Yeah,
guy.
great guy.
Larry Hoskins from
One
Bucky
of my
Dent.
favorite people,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. So there's been a lot of comments on that about how to handle it, because I know everybody's got a different opinion. That's the thing about parenting. And you got to do what you think is right for you and for your child. So I'd never tell anybody how to do it.
Everyone does have an opinion.
But everybody
man.
does have an opinion, yeah. One email we got here from Lena had said, Vicious V, I can totally empathize with what you're going through. We're mama bears. We have high expectations for our kids, and I understand yours and Panda's point of view. I got 2 boys, both with ADHD, one with autism. They are both my hearts. We do ABA therapy at home, and I think you tried this. Let me tell you, I'm an old school mom also, and I had a hard time getting on board. It had changed our life and our parenting style. I messaged you on Instagram. It does teach the reward system, but you modify it. You could have a psychological evaluation done, which is more intensive than a behavioral analysis. It's also a lot more expensive. Sorry. Parenting is hard, and I know you are in the right path because you are worried. So there you go. And also, P.S. Panda telling a woman to calm down is like throwing water on a cat. That was a comment earlier.
Here's the thing. Anytime you tell anybody to calm down when they're angry.
Calm down. I'll show you calm.
It just means you might as well just piss in their sandwich.
That or what one guy told me years ago, you're acting crazy. But I said, you haven't seen crazy, because I was not acting crazy when I said that. But if you tell me that, that will make me spin around and kill you.
I just hate when people make this a sexist thing, because guys and girls, when you tell them, calm down, stop acting crazy, it doesn't matter what's between their legs, you're going to get a reaction from them.
Especially if they're not acting crazy.
Well, or the other one is if someone says something that you don't agree with and all you're doing is just saying, well, that's not true. Whoa, stop being so defensive, you defensive fuck. Like, well, now I'm going to be defensive because you put me on the defense.
Not only will I be defensive, I will be crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that trick.
I don't like that trick either. It's the way to escalate it real quick with me.
And they're trying to shut you down when they say that.
By making you feel like you're stupid for vocalizing your position, even if you did it like in a normal way, normal voice, they're calling you crazy. Oh, hell no.
Or defensive. I love it when all you do is just don't agree with somebody and now you're being defensive.
I'm defending my position.
Exactly.
Because I'm right.
Well, now you're being a dick.
Somebody texted in and said, perhaps Panda's afraid that if he takes a hard line with Rocco as a parent instead of being Rocco's friend, Panda worries that Rocco will abandon him and not love him. I think that some parents, there might be a legitimate claim to that they are afraid that their kids, maybe they've seen it in their friends and other parents and things like that, where they want to have that really close relationship with their children. And they're like, well, I don't want to be too hard on them because I'm afraid that, they won't like me and they won't want to call me and they won't want to be near me.
I think a lot of people have a lot of good things to say. I do think some people are possibly overanalyzing this a little bit too.
Yeah.
I think this is all fixable. I really don't think this is a big deal.
No.
Rocco's a little roughneck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I worry that if we don't try to fix it now, it's just going to get worse and worse.
Well, you're right.
Kindergarten, he can skate by. He's going to pass kindergarten, and that was my big question to her last night. I'm like, does this mean he's failing kindergarten? And she said no, because they let them go to first grade based on their assessment of skills. And Rocco's got the assessment of skills. He knows how to read. He can do the writing. He can do the math.
It's the behavior.
It's the behavior of thinking that he doesn't have to do any of that unless he's motivated to properly.
Mm-hmm. But you are right about one thing, or not one thing. You're right about many things.
Mm-hmm. It's going to get worse.
You gotta nip it in the bud.
You gotta nip it in the bud, and that's what I was trying to say to Panda. We gotta break him from thinking he's in charge and that everybody works for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he talks to everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's probably just a reinforcement of using your words correctly and ongoing training with that. My wife has gone through all that younger child development. That's what she does. She works with young kids, and that's a big part of her when she talks to her students. I know I've heard her say that. She'll tell stories to me about that. Is she'll always talk to them about the words that you use. And she said, here's another way that you can say the same thing that you're trying to get across, but here's the kind of words that we need to use in this situation. And so redirects the words to say, you're not going to get the results that you want, and make sure the kid doesn't get the results using those words. Say, hey, here's another way to ask or to, express yourself. Because at that age, kids have a lot of emotions, and I think there's frustration, a disconnect, because they don't necessarily have a strong command of the vocabulary. And so they will say things that maybe they don't even necessarily mean, because they can't process everything that's going on with their emotions and then communicate effectively. There's a lot of adults that can't do that.
You hired one.
Yeah. So imagine you're talking about a 5-year-old that is trying to express all these emotions and feelings and everything else that they have going on, and they don't talk to people correctly.
Yeah, and I also don't want people to. Rocco's he's a sweet kid. He is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And Panda's a great father. I don't want people coming down on them either.
No, I really don't think there's any worries. I think you're going through what every parent does, trying to adjust this. I got 3 kids, and they all present their own unique struggles to bring into that. And you're always, as a parent, processing and trying to think. And I got to tell you, honestly, through it all, I feel like one of the world's worst fathers when I really look at it, because you're like, gosh, I can't figure this thing out, man. I am blowing it every single day.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
And I think that's natural.
You guys have to watch the movie Parenthood with Steve Martin. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
You guys would love it.
And Nate had said, and just to clarify too, he said, I agree with a lot of things that Kevin said, except for kicking them out. I'm not saying when I said kick them out of the nest, I don't mean kick your kids out of the house. I meant get them, nest being an area of security and safety where you completely take care of them. Kicking them out of the nest, to me, means you're letting them go out in the world and
be self-sufficient.
Yeah, go through it. Where I come from, boys fight a lot. And parents didn't freak out about boys fighting because it was them just coming through their emotions and working things out. And now parents are like, oh my gosh, they can't fight. This is terrible. And, my wife will tell me about problems that happen on the playground. I'm like, and some people now really freak out when boys especially get into scuffles on the playground. We fought all the time on the playground.
And the worst thing that happened in Logan was a guy murdered somebody. I mean, big deal.
Kicked him to death. Yeah, he learned that. He learned that on the playground.
Death by boot.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that's just what we did back then.
That's what we did.
We murdered.
Yeah.
Everybody came out fine except the murdered guy.
Yeah, except for that guy.
We just kicked the fuck out of people. That's just what we did. It was great.
Yeah. You needed that. You weren't going to survive in that town if you didn't get your ass whooped on the playground about 100 times in your youth. There ain't no surviving Logan unless you can take a good ass beating. That's the way it goes, man. We're just training you for living here in the hills. All right, let me see. Got some other stuff to deal with. One about my own lovely daughter, Caitlin. An idea about her doing the Drunk Girl Trivia where, like I had done, I just gave her the questions, not the answers, but I would like to hear not only the drunk girl answer, but I'd like to hear Caitlin try to answer the question. Right, okay. I had to add a funny twist.
It's a good wrinkle.
Yeah, Caitlin admitted she really didn't know the answers to any of the questions I had given her, so it could be a good contest, Caitlin versus drunk girl.
Caitlin, sober versus drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, the only problem is I don't think my daughter's too sober too often with a lot of these girls, so it's probably not going to work out.
Drunk versus drunker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this one said, oh my God, I love that 5-minute podcast of Virginia on Saturday night at Jaybird's home. I literally cried laughing. I want to hang out with a witch so bad and go drinking. She seems like so much fun. Anyway, instead of the Drunk Girl Trivia, you should have Drunk Witch Virginia and then just record the silly things that she says and does, but don't censor it and let us hear the curses. Just food for thought.
My friend, I've already beat you to that. I have so much audio in my phone. JMZ is sitting on it and gonna go public at just the right time.
Okay.
Don't you
Careful.
worry about that.
I'll bring you down with me.
You know what? We need a little action around these parts. But if I go down and you go down, guess who else is going down?
Kevin.
Ralston.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know it's happening one of these days.
All of yous go down.
Yeah.
You too, Suits.
Oh, Suits is dead in the water.
Your young ass. Fucking going down.
Now, tell me a little bit about this sex dream that you had with Virginia and your dad in it.
Okay, so I was on this farm, and it would appear it was kind of like an Oregon type situation where there was a barn involved, there's an event going on, and do you know in dreams where there's one storyline going on, but all of a sudden it switches, but it still makes sense?
Right.
Well, there was a wedding going on, and I was not a part of it, but
You weren't getting married?
No, I was attending it. Then all of a sudden I noticed my dad's there, and you and him are about to get married, and you are acting like you don't know me. I'm trying to talk to you. You're giving me the cold shoulder.
I got the good Pennington. I don't need the crappy one.
Damn.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, just kidding.
Damn. I'd rather have you go back to ignoring me like you did in the dream. So you are ignoring me, and I'm trying to talk to my dad. I go, Dad, what the shit's going on? You're marrying Virginia? And he kept on trying to tell me. But he's like, I can't talk about it. He was getting impatient with me. Kind of like he was getting ready for the wedding.
Well, yeah, he was about to take vows to the girl of his dreams, and you're jawing in his ear.
Well, then everyone is talking in the dream going, so your dad is going to fuck Virginia? And I'm like,
nice.
I go, no, he's not. My dad's not going to fuck Virginia. My dad wouldn't do that.
My dad wouldn't do that.
And
Well,
then,
if we're getting
He's got
married,
standards.
I mean, we're gonna get it on.
oh,
Yeah.
don't worry. So at the end of the dream, you're hearing everyone going and talking, or you're hearing, oh, he's gonna fuck Virginia, blah blah blah, and then you go, oh, he's fucking Virginia. He's fucking Virginia tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
Lord.
Yeah, that was my dream.
Whoa.
And my dad's right there by you.
Did you
that's
tell him about
tough.
this dream
I
yet?
have not told him. I
That's
haven't.
It's awkward.
Why don't you tell him? It's you know what it is you keep on calling him a dilf, and that's marinating in my brain, and it cooks overnight.
I jumped on the DILF train. I didn't start it, but I liked the ride.
Yeah, see, even people are saying Virginia's always calling him a dilf. That's why.
I like to call him a DILF because it gets the girls on Facebook all fired up and they go look for pictures of his dad.
Okay.
Well, I think even last week you said you got graphic with the one comment, kind of almost alluding that you would bang my dad. And I think it's all marinating. It's coming out.
Stayed in your head.
It's coming out in my dreams, and I don't like it. But the question is, did I wake up with a bone piece?
Oh, no. Let's leave that out of the story when we tell your dad.
No bone piece.
We'll tell him together.
No bone piece.
What would you say is the best standalone scene from a movie? Now, this is just something that you may just watch this scene, and I have had that in many movies. Like, I remember Old School. I used to go back, and I can't tell you, I've maybe watched the movie all the way through twice, but I've seen parts of the movie, especially in the early 2000s when it came out, like I think in 2003 and 2005. I was probably watching parts of that movie almost every time before I went out on a Friday or Saturday.
Aw.
I would watch some of Old School, like Will Ferrell's We're Going Streaking. Just that whole thing was just so funny, and I loved that scene, and it would kind of like prime you and get you ready for the weekend. I know, for instance, Rocky, all those movies were like that. I've always gone in there. There were the fight scenes or the training scenes from Rocky that I would just watch that part of it. It would get you fired up.
The movie Office Space has several scenes that I look forward to when it's coming up. The one when he's having, funny enough, he's having a dream about the boss fucking his girlfriend.
Oh.
And his name's Lumberg,
okay.
and he's having sex with her. That's a really funny scene. And the other scene that I love, I think it's probably the best out of all the Star Wars trilogy, is when Han Solo meets Darth Vader for the first time, and Darth Vader goes, "We'd be honored if you join us." And he shoots Darth Vader, and he takes the gun from Han Solo.
Yeah.
Chewbacca senses it before it happens. Virginia, wake up! Wake up, Virginia!
Yeah, Star Wars had a lot of those. As I was kind of looking at some of the big signature scenes, they've got the one where Luke blows up the Death Star in A New Hope. You've got the I Am Your Father scene from The Empire Strikes Back. So, so many of the original trilogy had those kind of, scenes just stand out.
I kind of liked when Kenobi died. I know he
Okay.
was peaceful,
Yeah.
but it showed you the power of Darth Vader. All right, that sounded so dorky. That was,
You do want to date girls, right?
whatever, dog. It's 2021. Chicks like Star Wars.
If I named a movie, let me see if you can name the signature scene from it, the one that stands out the most. Legally Blonde.
Bend and snap.
Bam.
Or also the revelation of, you can't get a perm wet in the
Yeah.
first 48 hours.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
When Harry Met Sally.
Orgasm scene.
Yeah.
I'll have what she's having.
Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Bam, Virginia. Yeah.
Or the shrimp po' boy, shrimp and grits, shrimp fried rice.
When Jenny dies. It's a big moment.
It is. Yeah, it's got several. But I think there's always kind of that one.
The one I love is the part I love is when he's in college doing the football. I love that
Yeah.
part. It really shows you Gump getting his stride.
Where he runs the ball the way back and like, stop for us. Yeah,
that whole sequence where it shows Gump just really crushing life.
Yeah, that was probably more fun. Dead Poet Society.
Captain, my captain.
Yeah.
Or Captain, oh Captain. Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
So Captain, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Butcher, oh butcher.
Captain Wrong.
Meanie, oh meanie. You're Dickie, oh Dickie.
You're just mad 'cause it's true.
All right.
Goodfellas.
Am I a clown? How do I fucking amuse you?
Am I funny?
Am I
to you?
funny?
Yeah. Yeah. Joe Pesci. That
There's
is
a bunch in Goodfellas too.
ton. What would you say The Godfather?
The movie, the first one?
Because they had some that were debatable, because I was kind of looking at what people were regarding as the signature scene.
To me, the first one's horse head in the bed.
Okay. Pretty much all the sites that I checked on The Godfather, it was all making him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
Was what they had said. But to me, it's the Michael Corleone wiping out all of his rivals during the christening. That, to me, was the moment in The Godfather.
You know that part where he goes... blah, blah, leave that, but take the cannoli. There's a part where he says, take the
Leave
cannoli.
the gun, but take the
Leave
cannoli.
the gun, take the cannoli.
And that was
improv,
yeah. It was. Yeah. Uh-huh. Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
Virginia, yeah, absolutely. Dirty Harry.
Go ahead.
Make my day. Punk.
That's the kind of you're all over the place on that, but it's the do you feel lucky punk.
Go
scene.
ahead. You lucky fuck. Make it.
Make it.
Make it.
I'm Dummy Harry.
Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
That's right. Bam. What about The Matrix?
Blue pill, the red pill.
Never seen The Matrix.
No way. Dang, dude.
I'm getting on you guys for not watching
Yeah.
Twilight Zone episodes, and I'm over here and now you're watching The Matrix.
Sit down.
Blue pill, red pill could arguably be it, but the one that most people say is the dodging bullet scene.
Oh, how you bend over backwards. Yeah, it's
even if
pretty
you don't know
cool.
the movie, you probably know that.
Yeah.
Ghost.
I mean,
You had me. No, what did she say?
that's no, when they're doing the
Pottery.
The pottery.
Wheel scene.
And,
Yeah.
and by the way, I've got a pottery connection where we could recreate that scene.
I love it.
Obviously, I want to be in the scene. The question is, who's my partner? And am I Swayze or am I Demi Moore? I think I'm Demi Moore.
Denny's has the pottery stuff from Jen.
Denny's actually kind of looks like Demi Moore.
Denny Moore.
Demi Moore.
He's Denny Moore.
So I'm Swayze?
Yeah.
You're Swayze.
I gotta be shirtless?
I think you're going to be shirtless.
I was hoping to wear that white nightgown.
I think that's the recreation.
Because you want a moo-moo.
I want to cover my titties. I am not in ghost performance shape right now.
What about The Dark Knight?
Pencil in the ear. When I see a trick,
In the ear?
isn't there? Doesn't he put a pen?
Eye.
Oh yeah. Oh, bird. Oh, you fucked it up, bird.
That's a turd.
You don't know it either, dog.
I don't.
You're just fucking ripping on me. You're just as bad as Twitter.
Signature scene in The Dark Knight, they say, is the why so serious scene.
Okay.
Is the one that stands out if you've seen that. Jaybird, you got to get The Shining.
Red rum.
Well, oh, it's here's Johnny.
Yeah. Kind of like the Dark Knight scene.
And then the twin girls.
The blood coming down the hallway.
Forever and ever. Blood. That is. Have you seen The Shining all the way through?
No.
You would hate it. It's kind of a slow burn in the beginning, so you'd be bored. Then it gets horrifying, so you'd be scared. Then you'd be drunk by the end of it, so yeah.
Yeah.
No Shining for you.
What about Back to the Future, signature scene?
That has a bunch of them, man.
The one that I saw listed, they said the first test of the time machine is the one that most sites said.
88 miles per hour.
You got the Libyans. You got Doc Brown getting shot.
I
you
think
got,
the Libyans counts as the first
okay.
test. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. The Libyans.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's when he at the end. That
Yeah.
to me. Well, but
Where are we going, Virginia? Where we're going?
There's no roads.
We don't need roads.
Oh, yeah.
A Few Good Men.
You can't handle the truth.
Did you
Virginia.
order the code red?
Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
order the code red?
Yeah.
You're GG right, I did.
Poltergeist signature scene is
They're here.
Yeah.
Although I would
okay.
argue, man, that fucking tree eating Robbie.
The clown's pretty bad, too.
The clown floating around, but that tree. What
I
the
know.
shit, man? A tree eating
Terrifying.
a kid? Chicken with
It's heavy.
maggots?
It's heavy.
Maggot chicken?
No one's arguing with you.
I know, I just passion.
Field of Dreams.
Oh man, that's one movie that can make me cry still.
Yeah, what is the scene? Signature scene.
For me, hey Dad, you wanna have a catch?
That's it. The game of catch
Oh
scene.
man, gosh,
They say it's
that
the Field of
is-
Dreams signature
that-
scene.
Get a couple wines and the bird.
He's going to whine.
Late night.
Oh, fuck. Dad, don't go back to Texas.
You're crying for that DILF.
Where's my DILF, Dad? Virginia wants to fuck him.
Virginia.
She stole my dad.
I don't care if you fuck her.
Panda's in the chat room, by the way, and he
no.
said that Virginia accidentally called him Randy.
I did
Did you
not.
see this? He's in the chat room. I think he did Saturday night. You accidentally
What's
called
going
him
on
Randy.
here? Damn.
Damn, that dream is a little too
Whoa.
close to home.
I'm just messing. I don't think I have a thing for your dad.
Whatever.
Dude, it's okay. I have a thing for your sisters. Both sisters.
I'll trade you 2 sisters for 1 dad.
Signature scene from Basic Instinct.
I mean,
The legs crossing.
legs crossed.
Big
Or
time.
the ice pick.
Yeah, they go with the leg cross. I mean, a beaver is going to beat
A beaver's going to beat it,
yeah, pretty much every time. E.T.
E.T. phone home with the finger.
No, it's the bike scene when they flies.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say is the signature scene. Jaws. Signature scene is
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Virginia. Bam, got it.
They always blow that line. Like, oh, this is the best line ever. That's not the best part of that movie. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Are you arguing with Kevin again?
I'm arguing with the list, more of the thought, the idea. Shut the fuck up, Virginia.
Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, damn it, I don't give a damn, darling.
Scarlet.
Whatever, dog. Y'all know.
Frankly, damn it, I don't give a damn it. Damn it.
That's the modern.
But you can't think of the word, replace it with damn
Just
it.
that's the line. Be like, what? Scarlett just be like, what did you just say?
Are you drunk?
You're drunk, right?
Frankly, damn it, I don't give a damn.
Is it a
damn
Hoyt?
you, damn it.
Hoyt's the guy's name. No, not Hoyt. It's for that movie. There's the big name.
What? Who?
Not Hoyt. Is it
Hoyt? What is it?
Rhett?
Rhett?
Rhett.
Thank you. Yes, I knew it was close to Hoyt. Hoyt. I'm so glad you got that.
I don't even know that's right.
Well, it sounds. It's Rhett Butler, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz is signature scene.
I'll kill you and your little dog too.
That's not what they say.
Oh,
I'll get you.
Well,
But, I mean, off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
they say there's no place like home.
oh,
This is a signature scene of Wizard of Oz.
yeah. You have to have sex with one of the characters in there. Who do you have sex with?
Oz, I'm a power.
No. Outside of the 4, Tin Man, Scarecrow.
No, you didn't say that.
Well, that's what everyone knows. That.
I'm going with Toto.
Damn, Kevin.
Sorry, Toto.
That's
Come on.
fucked up.
Tiny dog. He's kidding.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, don't speak for him.
Yeah.
Don't woman
Don't put words
explain
in
his
my
answer.
Don't tell me what I want, woman.
You gotta go lion.
Okay, who we got?
You got
Tin
Scarecrow,
Man,
Tan Man.
Scarecrow, and Lion. That's it? There's 3?
No, there's one more. Oh, and Dorothy. You can throw Dorothy in the mix.
Tin Man's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Tin Man's out.
Scarecrow's
Scarecrow's a pussy.
Well, Scarecrow's gonna have straw dick.
Yeah, you might get some kind of like fleas or something.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go Lion, but he's a pussy
Lion's
too.
gonna weep.
Lion though, he
No
can at
good
least-
options.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, Lion's gonna be the best liquor.
Lion.
Lion 69, that thing.
Can we 68 and I owe you one?
That's good.
Yeah. What about the movie Seven? Signature scene.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the
What's in the box?
Oh. Yeah. Very good. All right, you guys.
That's a fun game.
That is a fun game. Yeah. Always good stuff.
We were talking yesterday. What would be a fun game to do on the podcast is that the singing game we do. I always forget the name of it. Is it one name?
Song association game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that when we hopefully go out and start doing live podcasts with people.
Yeah.
I'm pushing that agenda again.
Take a drink if you miss it. Maybe it goes a little longer.
I am so bad. If I start drinking, I get slower.
That's a fun drinking game, though. You can play that at home.
Yeah, you could.
You have to have a good host.
Yeah, well, what it is you
Trying to replace Kevin?
No.
anybody can do it.
I'm saying at your house, don't try to fucking start another civil war.
Got to pick the right songs, the right words.
You're right. I think
Yeah.
sometimes some of the songs are a little hard. I'm like, okay, now what's song with orange?
Well, I always try to pick a word from a major song that everybody should know, and usually in the title. I feel like that's fair.
Do you have a song that? Is there a song with orange in the title?
Yeah, there's REM does Orange Crush.
You are. Look at this fucking
Got my
DJ.
mind, I got my orange crush.
This is why Alex Trebek didn't play Jeopardy.
He'd whoop everybody's ass.
Yep.
You can't fuck with Ralston on music.
No,
That's right.
you can't touch him.
Although I do want to call him out. I want to take him down on some 70s music. You name the challenge and I'm in it. Me, you, head to head 70s music.
Okay.
I'll take you down.
70s hard rock.
The biggest tune out ever.
70s hard rock. Fuck, you got me.
The Gator wouldn't even want that. Yeah, we'll pass.
Dude.
Randy would come in here and shut it down.
Well, I think our goal is to lose listeners, right?
Yes. Every day, baby. That's how we live. All right. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. Send all those bestiality complaint emails to mail@kvjshow.com.
Oh, you getting them already?
No.
Oh,
Not yet, but I
It's
will
a
have
podcast. People get their panties in a bunch now. It's like it's a podcast.
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
All right. We're almost there, baby. 2 days left for the week. See you back here on Thursday. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.